Alright. Back to Exit Corners. Chapter 21. The Sound of Your Voice. Previously, skip. Ink was sure of two things. One, Sean Ward, his contact, was standing right in front of him. And two, he had just received a message on his Gemini. If Sean's right there, then who just sent me a message? If I pull out my Gemini, will it look suspicious? Wait, why am I even worried about looking suspicious? I've got nothing to hide.
So the puzzle ought to be in one of those adjoining rooms. It makes sense to me. We have to split up and look for it.
Yo, Lisa, wanna search together? You know, buddy system and all that.
You're not my buddy, so no.
They seem busy enough. Let's just take a quick peek. Hello. How are you, Ink?
Who is this?
This is Sean, your good friend. Yes? I know you aren't Sean. The real Sean is right next to me.
So who is this, really? Sent?
I suppose pretending to be someone else is not my forte. I apologize in advance if you have any role-playing fantasies. This is indeed your very gracious host, Sent. I figured. So you've hijacked my Gemini? Is that it? Precisely. I did say I was in control of all electronics in this hotel, did I not? What do you want? You trying to give me a heart attack? I've been meaning to contact you for some time now. I should warn you, however, that my messages to you are to remain secret. Should you tell anyone, I will consider it cheating. I don't care. I don't even want to talk to you. Just go away. Ink? Bud, what are you doing with your nose buried in that thing? Oh, Ink fumbled over his words, trying to parse the truth out of Sent's messages. Sent might be bluffing about the whole cheating thing, but do I really want to run that risk? Best not mention it for now. I was just, looking through some old messages. Dude, I'm right here. If you wanted to know something about our conversations, you could just, ask me. You seem pretty busy accosting Lisa. Accosting? Get a load of this guy. I was just being friendly. And thinking of our safety, of course. Safety, huh? Don't mess with the sanctity of the buddy system, man. Could you please leave Lisa alone for like 10 whole minutes? Is that too much to ask?
It's fine, Ink. Flirting is probably his defense mechanism. I'm just letting the words sail right on by. You don't need to justify his shitty behavior. Sean, you seriously need to cut it out. Every time you open your mouth, I have to fight the urge to fill it with my boot. I can't believe Ink willingly spends time with you.
I swear he's usually not like this.
You're lucky you have Ink to vouch for you.
Duh. Ink's always got my back, and I've got his. What's the point of having friends if you can't help them out sometimes?
Putting it that way makes it seem like you're capable of normal social interaction.
It's kind of like my unofficial wingman. Not that I need one. What I'm trying to say is, it's been a good year for my ego.
I take it back, creep.
A look of realization flashed across Lisa's face.
Hold on, you've only known Ink for a year?
We've been friends for about a year, yeah. I knew the kid in high school, but we didn't really hang back then. Seems like forever ago.
Isn't that kind of weird, though? The rest of our contacts are people who are, or were, a big part of our lives. Fathers, sons, partners. And then we get you, and you're just some guy Ink's been hanging out with for a year. How does that work?
I don't know, man. Ask Sent. Don't sell yourself short, son. You're more than just some guy. I can't imagine where I'd be today if it weren't for you. Thanks for the vote of confidence, bub. There was a lull. It was followed by the communal realization that Exit Corners was far from over. And Ink remembered the reason for that tangent in the first place. I guess it's about time to search these rooms, then. You want to take this side of the hall with me, Ink?
Lisa and I can search the other side.
Actually, if you guys don't mind, I'm going to check out on the other group. Huh? Why's that? I just want to check on how they're doing and help them if they're stuck on a puzzle. You really want to visit them so soon? Not sure if that's a great idea.
It ought to be fine.
Yeah? Fine. Guess we can't hog you all to ourselves. But come back soon, okay, bud?
We'll locate and start the puzzle while you're gone. Hopefully we'll have it solved by the time you're back.
Cool. If you're still working on the puzzle, leave the door open so I can find you.
Done. Sounds good to me. Let's get searching. Good luck, Ink.
Ink took a deep breath as he doubled back into the main hall. Confident that no one would come looking for him, he sat himself down and pulled out his Gemini.
What do you want with me, Scent?
Scent. Yes, I'm alone now.
Tell me what it is you're so hell-bent on telling me and get this over with.
Alone, you say.
Wonderful. Simply wonderful. I'm always happy to talk with you, Ink.
Cut it out. What is it you want from me?
I want to help you, Ink.
I highly doubt that.
Give me a chance.
I can provide you with information.
Valuable information.
How about no? You're nothing if not a compulsive liar.
Is that so?
You've told me more lies than truths today. By a long shot.
Very well. Perhaps I could help in some other manner.
Like what?
I can help with a puzzle or two. You need to keep this affair secret, of course, but I know some of the answers.
Not buying it.
More information about yours truly?
Not interested.
A map of the hotel?
No.
Emotional support?
Hell no.
Perhaps I can change some exit corners rules?
Exit corners?
Yes, exit/corners. That game I've been so lovingly laid out. You know the one.
I know what you meant, just... Fuck. Never mind. I should have realized you're just trying to waste my time.
Do not leave.
Bye.
Please do not leave.
Flustered, Ink stuffed the device back into his jacket. I can't believe I fell for another of Scent's stupid distractions. Again. I've got to block him out. Ignore him. I may not get anything done otherwise. He sighed. For a brief moment, he considered snapping his Gemini in two, but considered it an ill omen. Time to check up on everyone else. Hope they're okay. Not wanting to waste any more time, he hurried through the blue door. Ink found himself in a familiar, dilapidated study. Huddled around the screen were the three contestants Ink had left behind. They turned to face him as he entered.
Ink!
Hey guys.
Ink, good to see you're still in one place.
Yeah, for now. We haven't run into any traps through the black door yet. How are things over here on the blue side?
Difficult, if I'm being honest. We're still stuck in this first room. Personally, I'm exhausted. My mind feels like it's going in circles.
I ain't been too useful either. It's been hard to concentrate.
Don't be hard on yourself, Ray. You just focus on staying conscious.
We did manage to get the puzzle to turn on, though, so that's something.
That's right. We were working on solving as you walked in.
Let me have a look at it. That's what I'm here for, right?
Of course. Right this way.
+1. Alright. Well, I made something. I don't know what. +1. Not a whole lot to go off, if you ask me.
It's a tough one to crack, alright. We've been stuck on this one for a while, taking turns moving the tiles around. Ray was the last person to touch it.
Maybe you just need a new perspective on it. What have you tried so far?
Well, you can probably tell that we've tried actually writing out +1, but that was kind of a stretch.
Anything else?
I had a few ideas for what to try, but, well, let me mull them over for a second. I might be onto something. Maybe.
Sure. Oh, if this isn't the... Reset. Why can't I reset?
Wait, are you telling me this is what it... Great. Alright, how do I get a 6 then? Alright. V plus 1 A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W. That's probably not it. I can't really make these tiles out to be anything. Is there something I'm missing? Well, the starting formation of the puzzle had the tiles making what was either a down arrow or the letter V. What? Something the matter? Why didn't you tell me that? Well, the reset button is right there. I figured you'd have pressed it if you wanted to know. Okay, this changes things. Give me a moment. Ugh, can't believe I didn't try that first thing. Well, I mean, I kinda did. Maybe if I move it all down. It's kind of a W now. I need more white pieces. So the letter V is our new starting point. Nothing immediately jumps out at me, unfortunately. Me neither. Nothing that worked anyway. I thought that maybe the V could have been a Roman numeral for 5, but to make a 6 in Roman numerals would be VII, which looks impossible given the setup. We also tried the negative space thing, but couldn't get it to form anything cohesive. I see. Thanks for getting me caught up. That's probably not it then. Didn't think so. So if it's not Roman numerals and it's not negative space, we can cross off Roman numerals, but I don't know if we should discount negative space just yet. Okay, sure. How else could we interpret the clue then? Maybe we're overthinking it. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, right? That has got to be one of the most misattributed quotes I know. Still, you might be onto something. The V we saw might just represent the letter V. So if the V is just a B, how would you add a 1 to it?
Wouldn't you just, like, go down the alphabet?
W then. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Can we do that using negative space?
No.
Ah, dang.
But we can do it without negative space, I think.
Oh, you mean if we just swap around the ones at the bottom with a little bit?
It would be a little top-heavy, but it'd definitely be the letter W.
Yeah, okay. I'll give that a try. Good thinking, Aether.
Thanks.
Alright, well. There we go. W.
Hey, so if I wanted to try that W thing, which tiles would I have to swap? I'm having a little trouble. See the 4 tiles that comprise the very bottom of the W? The ones in the center? Take the upper right one and swap it with the blank tile to the left, the one above it. Then, take the one in the upper left and swap it with the blank tile, one to the right and one above it. After that, you'll want to do the same thing with the bottom 2 tiles. Then bam, you've got a W.
Okay, I think I see how it works out. Thanks again for this. You really came through on this one.
No sweat. Ink, could I ask you something?
Yeah, shoot.
How's Lisa? Is she holding up alright?
She's fine. It's fine as I can be in this situation, I guess. Why? Are you worried about her?
Naturally. It's strange to be so suddenly apart. It's just, I wanted to make sure she's okay.
Lisa's got thicker skin than you might think. She'll be okay.
And your friends, Sean and Tiana, you trust them enough to leave Lisa alone with them?
I only know Sean, not Tiana. But yeah, of course I trust them. I probably shouldn't tell her that Sean's been a bit Lisa crazy lately. Seems like Tiana's looking out for her though.
That's a relief then. Thank you, Ink. Now, about this puzzle. I'm going to assume we'll need to use negative space for this one.
It looks a lot like the other negative space puzzles, that's for sure, but
you don't think so?
I'm not convinced yet.
I suppose it's not impossible that Sen's trying to throw us off.
He's been trying to trick us a lot, in case you've forgotten.
Let's assume for a moment that this doesn't use negative space. Where does that leave us? Unfair. I'm sorry.
Beth?
Oh.
Were you saying something?
Sorry. I was rambling. I was in my own little world for a moment there. I apologize if I worried you.
Are you okay to keep going?
Yes. I'm tired is all. I'll power through it.
Right, because she didn't get her contact. Yeah, you look pretty exhausted. Don't overexert yourself.
I'll try not to. Thank you for your concern.
Beth seems pretty exhausted. I'll ask around with the others first before I bother her. Ugh. Hey, I'm starting to think you should go sit down or something. Can't. Gotta stay focused. Well, fine. But take it easy, okay? Take it easy. Everyone keeps telling me that. But what's it even supposed to mean? What do you guys expect me to do? Cartwheels? They're empty words, Ink. I don't want to see anything else happen to you, that's all. Neither do I, so let me work on this puzzle. If I don't focus on something, I'm just gonna start freaking out again. Ugh! Ray, hold on. I'll grab you some. Don't. I'm alright. You sure? My mind's starting to wander, that's all. Just gotta keep thinking about the puzzle, I guess. It's hard to stay focused when you're stuck, though. Maybe you can stay focused on something else, you know, to calm yourself a little. Like what? There's this game I like to play when I can't sleep. I pick a category, then I go through every letter in the alphabet and name something in that category that starts with that letter. Category can be whatever. Song names, birds, desserts, anything you can think of. And that works. It may not sound like much, but this has saved me from many a sleepless night. Keeps troubled thoughts at bay. I guess I'll try it if you think it'll help. What should my category be? That's up to you. I'd recommend something light, like movies or games. Games it is. So like A would be for archery. That's more of a sport. Think of a board game or a video game or something. Alright, here goes. Inca. King's Cup. Melee. Never have I ever. To ride. Uno. V. What's V? Video poker? Sure, video poker. War. X. X? Hey, Ink, you know any games that start with X?
No, but I think I might know the answer to this puzzle. VW, VW. Maybe this is as easy as I think. That's one more down. Tricky. It pains me that we couldn't solve that on our own.
Beth,
Yes?
you don't look so hot. You okay?
I'm tired is all. Tired and anxious. Please don't worry yourself on my account. I'm the one that's supposed to be taking care of you. He's right, though. You look unwell. Nothing much to be done about that. Do you want to sit down for a few minutes? We don't have the time. I'll rest when we escape. The rest of us can keep going. Just take a quick breather.
I'm with Aether on this one.
Same here. If you pass out or something.
Well, that'd slow us down a lot more than a 5-minute break.
Oh? Since when are you such an expert on fainting? Oh, I was only poking fun. I'll have a quick break then, if you're all so insistent. I can grab some water for you if you like. I'd appreciate it.
In seconds, Aether backtracked through the door leading to the main hall.
5 minutes of rest, no more.
Ink flashed her a thumbs up as she made her way to the table at the center of the room. Sitting down, she leaned onto the table with her elbows, resting her chin on the back of her cupped hands. So, Aether and Tiana, they don't really know each other, do they?
Well,
I won't get upset.
no, they don't know one another. Listen,
I don't care if you told her. It was a stupid thing to get mad about. Scent ended up bringing her here anyway, so it's not like it even mattered in the end.
If that's how Ray wants to leave things, I'm fine with it.
You talk with Tiana at all?
A little bit. She told me not to trust you.
Of course she'd say that. Anything specific?
No, we mostly talked about the game and the puzzles, to be honest. She's, not the friendliest.
Once upon a time, she was an approachable person, and funny, in a dry sort of way. Maybe she's still like that with the others. I don't know.
The others?
The rest of the Comp Sci crew, our mutual circle of friends. Or our ex-mutual circle of friends, if you want to be accurate. Most of them took her side when we broke up. I was the dropout after all, and she was the whiz kid with the cool algorithm.
You couldn't convince them RN was yours?
Ain't that simple. It's a complicated situation.
Sounds like she's made things hard for you.
We made things hard for each other. Bad mistakes, the both of us.
A forlorn look crept into Ray's face. For reasons he couldn't quite put down, Ink wanted to test the waters. Do you miss her?
He didn't know what compelled him to ask, but surprisingly, the question didn't seem to bother Ray. Not her, but I miss the way things used to be. Sharing an apartment, not ordering takeout all the time, having someone to challenge you to be better. Hell, even going for walks around the dog park.
You two had a dog?
Nah, she wanted one though. We'd always go to the park and watch them playing and stuff. She always had a soft spot for dogs.
Yeah, but so did Hitler, so I doubt that counts for much. Ah, damn it. I thought I'd find that funny.
How'd things get so fucked up?
I don't know, Ray. We've just got to do the best with what we can. The best we can with what we've got.
You're right. Can't give up now. But Jesus, this hurts. I wish I could just wake up. Ugh!
Beth was up from her seat in a flash.
Not again. Deep breaths, Ray. Same as last time.
Ink watched as Ray attempted to both tuck his head into his elbow and grip his stump with his remaining hand. Ray assumed a contorted shape and managed to do neither.
Not like that. You're too worked up. Hey, I have the...
Ugh!
Water. Ray, you need to lie down. Follow me. If this wing is laid out the same way as the others, there ought to be some beds right through here.
Beth ushered Ray into what Ink figured was a hallway that connected to more empty hotel rooms.
This is the second time this has happened since we split up.
That often, huh?
It's hard to see him like this. Not to mention I don't do well with gore in the first place.
Yeah, I think I've seen enough blood today for one lifetime. Enough about that. How are you holding up?
Better than Beth or Ray, I guess. Small blessing, I know. How about on your end? Black Door Squad?
They should be working on the second puzzle right now. It's been a while, so I'm hoping they've made it a bit further than that.
Is everyone getting along?
Ink couldn't help but chuckle, a wide grin plastered on his face.
What? Did I say something weird?
It's just... that's a very you thing to ask.
You've known me less than a day, and now you're an expert on me, huh?
Well, I mean...
Oh, I'm just kidding. Besides, we'll have tons of time to get to know each other after all this is over, right?
Right you are. To answer your question, though, yeah, they're getting along. Sort of. Sean's being Sean, but it looks like Tiana's keeping him in check.
He's still pestering Lisa, huh? Blech.
Ink tilted his head. Was that your clairvoyance just now? Or just intuition?
I don't know what you mean.
You knew what I meant by Sean being Sean, despite barely knowing him.
Oh, that. I'm not sure exactly. It's hard to tell sometimes. So while I don't know how I know it, I'm pretty confident in saying that Sean can be persistent when it comes to women.
He can be a butt sometimes. He's a nice enough guy when you get down to it.
Oh, I'm sure. He's a little intimidating at first, though.
You think Sean's intimidating? The guy with the roadkill undercut?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, he's tall, I guess. Commanding presence. Maybe it's just the beard. Now that I think of it, he reminds me of someone. Couldn't tell you who, though.
He's kind of popular, I guess. Maybe you've seen him around campus?
Dunno. It's weird. I'm usually pretty good at remembering people.
Wouldn't Sean have remembered you, though, if you'd met?
I don't think I'm a very memorable person. People tend to forget about me before long.
Sappy? Not likely. Let's go with this one. Don't be so... Wait. You'll forget about me before long. No, I'll find out who you are. You won't even remember this conversation. I'll remember you, your voice, everything. Mark my words, I will remember.
Were you going to say something?
Who was that? What's going on?
Are you okay, Ink? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Did you hear that just now?
What are you talking about?
That voice. You must have heard it. It said, "Don't be hard on yourself." Something like that.
Voice? What are you talking about?
No, that's impossible. This can't be happening. Ink doubled over, just barely holding back what he knew was coming.
Ink, what's going on?
He shut his eyes tight, holding back what he knew were tears. It's over. Hearing things like a fucking lunatic. Like him. The floor gave out from under him. He lurched forward, twisting away from where he knew Aether was standing. Reluctantly, he opened his eyes. He wasn't even surprised anymore. Ink's stomach began to nod itself in tandem with the room. It felt as if his insides were being stretched and folded like pasta dough. He stained the bending, twisting carpet with red mucus.
Ink! Oh, not again.
Aether, The thread had reappeared.
What's wrong? What are you looking at?
I'm seeing things again. The room's all twisted. It's being torn up. Dumbfounded, the girl looked over her shoulder, but saw nothing.
I don't know what you mean.
It's useless. She can't see it at all. How could he get her to understand? He felt so small in face of everything.
I'm going to get Beth, okay?
No.
Huh?
I need to do this on my own. Please move.
Okay, if that's what you want.
Ink clambered to his feet, taking a deep breath on the way up. I beat this before, and I can do it again. Aether can't see it, so it's not a problem with her, or this place, or whatever. It's a problem with me. I can control this. The label experiment didn't work, nor the door. But this might. Maybe. I have to try. Close. Close it. Yes. Yes! Open it? No, never mind. Close it. Close, damn it. A few stymied breaths later, it was over.
Are you okay?
What a question.
Ink?
It's complicated, but yeah, I'm okay, I think. Aether put her hands together and heaved a sigh of relief. The pair sat together for a few silent minutes. Ink managed to regain some of his composure. In the heat of the moment, he was as scared as he'd ever been, but just as before, the worst seemed to have passed. Before they knew it, Beth had returned. She gasped upon seeing the fresh blood spattered across the floor.
You too? I was just dealing with this over in the other room.
Easy now. It's not as bad as you think. It's over now, anyway. See? I'm all better. Beth donned a worried look, clearly contemplating whether or not to let Ink drop the subject. Whatever the illness was, Ink knew the contestants were becoming desensitized to the problem.
I was here, Beth. We had it under control. Oh, very well. It's not like you two will listen to any of my advice anyhow. How's Ray? Not good. He's losing too much blood. If at all possible, I'd like him to continue to rest until we've acquired all the keys. If things don't get better, which it looks like they won't, I'm going to suggest regrouping with Lisa, Tiana, and Sean.
Oh?
Ray shouldn't be up and about. He and I aren't going to do much in the way of puzzles in our sorry states. I believe that splitting up may have been a mistake. That's what I was trying to tell everyone.
Yeah, I'm starting to get that feeling too. How about this then? I'll go meet up with the other three, finish whatever puzzle they're on, then get them to come join us over here.
You're saying we should complete the blue door before black door?
I figured that since Ray's already resting in one of the rooms in the blue wing, it'd be easier to keep an eye on him if we all moved over here.
Makes sense. That's a fine idea. Could you do that, Ink? I'm sorry to have to ask for help all of a sudden. We're tight on time, but if we want everyone to make it out of here, I believe grouping up is our best course of action. I would hate to lose any of you.
We're in the same boat. I don't want to lose anyone either. Need anything from me before I head off?
Don't think so. We'll start on the next puzzle if we can find it. Be safe, okay?
Aether hugged Ink before opening the door to the next room, motioning for Beth to follow.
Still have that letter I gave you?
Safe and snug.
Very good. And Ink?
Yeah?
Be brave for me, will you? Find the courage where I could not.
You're the bravest person I know, Beth. His remark seemed to amuse Beth. He saw him off with a smile. Ink made the unremarkable return trip to the Black Wing. The back and forth was tedious, but after what had just happened, Ink needed the walk. The longer I stay in the Four Elements, the fewer things I can explain. I hate it. I'm tired of not knowing anything, of being left in the dark. But you know what? To hell with all that. I'll uncover the truth behind this game yet. There are countless clues right under my nose. I'm sure of it. I just need to unearth them. And I know exactly where I'm going to start.
Hey, do you need something?
And then the next one is in 2 days.